In today's video, I'm going to be going over the surprisingly sizable update we got today in Zenonzard. Right, let's get started then, and the first thing you'll obviously have noticed is the Zenonzard one-day arena is in the game. I don't think they mentioned this in any of the patch notes, perhaps I just missed it, but yes, this was a surprise edition, somewhat. Obviously this has been on JP for quite some time, however, the game did not launch with it, so it was sort of up in the air when we might actually get this game mode. Thankfully we have it now, so please look forward to a full guide where I will explain everything about One Day Arena coming up in the near future. Hopefully, most likely, certainly, before the first actual One Day Arena, so everyone knows what's up with it. So I suppose let's start off with going over a little piece of news. Now, those of you who've seen the previous videos about stuff coming out in this update will note that we didn't really know what was happening with the Xenon, and we kind of still don't. I think we're reasonably sure at this point, but I mean, so it says there will not be multiple phases of ranking season the Xenon in Zenonzard Artificial Card Intelligence. So I read this and I thought, right, okay, so we're not getting the Xenon. Fine. Not like, it sucks, but you know, it is what it is. The game's a bit too small for a tournament of that size. Fine. However, then I scrolled down to the rewards, and the fucking invite is there. So, I'm sorry guys, I actually have no clue whether or not we're getting this bloody game mode. And frankly, I don't even think the devs do. I think they're just covering all their bases. It's just, you know, yeah, I mean, the invites are there. There's a special, you get the special title and sleeves, which will be sent in late August. So, I'm going to assume we might actually be getting the Xenon. So I suppose I'm kind of obliged at this point to make a Xenon specific video going over it, so I will do that, and hopefully we do get it and that isn't just a waste of everyone's time. But the ranked rewards are pretty much a standard affair. 30 packs for first place, 20 packs for second, 15 packs for third, 10 for the top 10, 5 for the top 100, 4 for the top 500, 3 for the top 1000, 2 for between 1,000 and 3,000, and 1 for up to 10,000, where the first 2,048, apparently, will be getting a special title and sleeves, as well as an invitation to Round 2. Now, one big thing that I think does support the idea that we are actually getting the Xenon is the fact that they did indeed add One Day Arena into the game in this update, which is a very necessary component of the Xenon. So I suppose read into it as you will, you know, we'll find out. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and have a look at the new game mode they added, or new quest mode, which is found in Event Match. And you can see right there, on the beach, Summerfest. You have 33 days to do this, and you can see you'll get 3 keys every day. I haven't touched it yet. You know, I'll see if it's worth making a guard in it. Probably not, especially seeing as it's going to be like this thing updates like almost like every 2 days. You're going to be getting new stages, so you can't like no life the whole thing. So I think that's probably a way of constraining your farming. So let me give a piece of advice. Don't buy or use any of the key refreshes from the store. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Yet. Do your 3 matches each day. 100% do that. And do that on the hardest stage you are able. But do not actively refresh this until we get near the end of the event, where you'll be getting more coins, more summer coins, because believe me, you're going to need quite a few of them. So, right, then that is that. Now, let's go and have a look at the shop, which has quite a few new things. Oh, actually, no. Not the shop. Let's have a look at the missions, because I think that's quite important. So if we go over to missions here, you'll see a new button here, which is the mission board. This will take you over to a panel here, and you'll see clear lots of missions to get rewards. So I believe this will count all missions, which is quite nice. clear 80 and you'll be getting 10 packs of Forbidden, 1 copy of each of the new parallel cards, and a new title. You'll also be getting 1 more copy of each of those parallel cards from the missions you clear, and finally you will be getting, you'll be able to buy 1 more copy of each from the Summer Coin Exchange, so you'll be able to get a playset of each. Let's have a look at the new missions. I'm not going to read them all out, I'm just going to scroll through them. So, yes, you can see here, you play Summerfest, you do ranked mode, you win ranked mode, and that is it. So, usual, very usual affair there. Lots and lots and lots of summer coins, which is very good because this is going to be the best exchange shop I think we've had in-game. So let's go ahead and have a look at that now. Head over to the exchange. Actually, first, let's have a look at the skin data exchange. Now, this is the whale store, so free-to-play players, you needn't click on this in your entire lives. Whales, this is basically just a way to reward you for spending like overtime. That's all it is. So you can see for 250 skin fragments you can get either a divine or an evolve skin code, and for 500 you'll get a traditional. Now the traditional already released on JP, and I believe it was part of contract. That's how you could get it. So it is. So I'll say, you know, if you're a big whale, do what you want, right? Like, again, whales are going to do what whales are going to do. If you're more of a moderate spender, something perhaps closer to a dolphin or like a guppy or something, right? Like something in that kind of range, I would advise holding out for as long as you're willing to. I'll say, if you see a skin you really like, of course, just buy it. You know, your enjoyment is what matters here. But I think it's possible they'll be adding the Christmas skins to this store, perhaps some new skins and things. Maybe the swimsuit skins will make a return, though I do doubt that. They very much marketed them as a limited time thing, so they probably won't be in here. But let's just show off the New Year's or the traditional skins that you can get. So Ash, so every character has one. Here there, it's one for Ash, for Isletta, for Nonowin, for Hinaria, for Ranburn, for Wondercall, for Medilla, for Yurusuke, for Charlotte, for Yukili, for Erd, for Kyron, for Hutlam, for Finsera, for Pimota, and for Luel. I think most of them look really good. I think some of them, I think Erd looks a bit. I mean, I get the idea of it, but I'm not a massive fan. I think Ranburn's looks really nice. I think Ash the Claws look. I think they all look really nice, honestly. Like, I wouldn't really be annoyed with any of these, but I think I'd rather have the swimsuit skins because I'm a degenerate. Right, now onto the Summer Coin Exchange, which I suppose is what most people will be wanting to see here. There's a lot, to put it bluntly, there's a lot here. So the first thing to keep in mind is there are packs, right? In fact, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs. So there is a whole multi up for grabs here, which I think more than counterbalances the fact that it's only 5 silver per run on the stage. That absolutely counterbalances that 100%. I'm a-okay with this. So we've basically got 20 forbidden packs for free we'll be able to get over the next week or two, which is quite nice. In addition, you'll see there are 50 batteries you can get. These are, again, quite expensive. These will be the last thing you buy. Summer key sets, these should probably be the first thing you buy, or up there. A Gunslinger Pass, whatever, and an Oros Gear, so, you know, another AI to unlock. So I'll definitely be grabbing that to get AI number 5. The Gunslinger Passes, I am not 100% sure on. I suppose if it's a permanent game mode, then cool. Right. Next, we have some sleeves, and these are some swimsuit sleeves. So we've got Swimsuit Mina, which looks like this, which I think is a very nice piece of artwork. Then we've got Mistaken, which is, these are the censored artworks. So for those of you who are not aware, these artworks have been very slightly censored. I really don't think it matters. I think, like, you probably wouldn't note it. Like, okay, personally, Mistaken looks better, in my opinion. I don't really mind not seeing the swimsuit. I think this looks like more like what that kind of swimsuit would look like anyway. So there's Mistaken. Here's Pandoria. I think Pandoria does look a little bit worse, honestly. I think the folds look a little weird, so I am a little sad about this one. There's Pandoria. Lachesis, I stand by. I think looks better. I legitimately think this looks better. I really like this pattern on the skirt she has on now. So, yep. And finally, Rita, who I think has just added some frills. She looks like basically unchanged. I mean, she was a bottom half of a horse, so they were hardly going to really do much there. So anyway, those are all skins you can get. Those are very cheap, so you can grab those. Cards, which I imagine a lot of you will be very excited about. So, Mappy Rat, Armoured Hercules, and Jelly Girl are all available, and also one copy of each of the alternatives of Seaguam Nova, of Lolo, and of Grand Woden. Now, you'll see these are alternatives, so these are totally craftable. You're able to just get one of each for free, which is so nice, and I really hope that they'll do this for every single legendary, because that'd be really great that they give an alternative to. Because this is really nice. I'm 100% going to be picking up all three of these. I think they look great. I'm really a massive fan. Again, I voted for the Lolo artwork, but Seaguam Nova was a close second. And of course, you know, I actually don't even have a playset of Woden, I don't think, so this will get me up to that if I'm not there already. So that's very nice. And finally, there are a bunch of titles, and I believe there is one title for each AI, each codeman. So you can go through and have a look at those. There's a bunch of those, so you can grab all those too to increase your title collection. Mine is ridiculous already. It's probably like 150, so you know, let's keep buffering it up, right? So that is the summer coin exchange. We're not done yet, are we? No. They've added some things to buy. Right, so let's give our review on the new products then. Of course, I say our review, and I mean my review, but, you know. Anyway, right, let's first have a look at the Zedstone pack. This one's going to be pretty simple. You can see here that there is, so I haven't bought this side B1 yet, probably will be doing that. So there's that, and then side C is exactly the same with different sleeves, and side D is exactly the same with different and fewer sleeves. And then there's also a 5050 Zedstone pack, which has double of everything, no sleeves, but it is slightly cheaper. I think it's like £3 cheaper. If I can do maths, £3 sounds about right, than, or like £2.99 cheaper than buying two of those packs, and so it's a slight discount. If you don't give a shit about the sleeves, then that's worth it, I think. I see it's pretty likely I'm probably going to end up getting all of these whenever in preparation for the next set and stuff. But anyway, are these good value? Yes, these are the packs you should be buying instead of normal Zedstone packs if you are not a whale. If you're a whale, of course, you've already bought these, and I don't know why you're listening to me talk about them. So yes, there are also some other ones here, these increased value ones. The 1800 Zedstone pack is by far the best value in terms of Zedstones to pounds, or dollars, or yen, or yuan, or other currencies. So yeah, obviously that's quite good. Okay, now let's have a look at the special items they've added, which is a couple, which is these parallel cards. So they have added the ability for you to purchase any of these. There is 800 each. You also get 8 pieces of skin code, so you're not missing out on getting the skin codes that you would be getting for the Zedstones. And I think this is going to be a trend we'll be seeing in the future now that they've actually added something to an exchange. This is a simultaneous release, by the way. JP, which has been out for almost a year now, also got it at the same time as us. So yes, I do believe it will be a trend where we will see us getting a lot more of these skin datas more easily. So I'll show off these cards here. I think they look really good. I wouldn't, I would absolutely not hold it against anyone who decided to pick these up. I think the Rita looks really nice. I think the Mistaken looks really. I think they all look really good. Degeneracy aside, I think they are legitimately nice pieces of artwork. I think the Lachesis looks the best because that is a clean animation, like an actual animation, right? Like it has a nice sense of motion to it. So I really like that. I very much may end up buying at least one Lachesis just to have. And then there is Pandoria here, where the box glows. So I think these are all really nice pieces of artwork. And these are on sale until the 28th of August, so you have quite a while to decide if you want to get them. But they're not exactly cheap. They're like £10 each, I think. So, it is totally a cosmetic, but it is a card you can play in game. So it's up to you, really. On the value on these, 800 Zedstones for one legendary. It's not great value, it's expected value, right? So you are losing out on all the dust you would get, but you're guaranteeing legendary you want. So, it's up to you, really, if that's worth it to you and if you want that exclusive artwork. Okay, on to the final part of this review, of this new update, which is going to be the new deck code. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So you can see they have buffed all the Anju. So I'm not going to go into detail on the buffs. I've made a whole video about that, so I suggest you go and check that out. But let's have a look at the decks. So there is one for 1500, one for 1700, and one for 2000. So the total price of all of those will be, quick maths, 5,200. So slightly more than a £75 pack. So what are you getting for those? Well, I must be honest, the value here is actually quite good. So for 1500 Zstones, realistically what you're looking at is either 15 packs straight up buying, or 30 packs if you buy them daily and you have patience. With 30 packs, the expected amount of legendaries you'll get is about 3.75. We'll round up to 4. So you can expect to be getting about 4 legendaries if you're patient on a given set, if you just spend the Zstones like this. So what are you getting here? Well, you're actually getting 7 legendaries here. You're getting 6 epics. I mean, this is fantastic value. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not the best value, but it's pretty close. For 1500, I'd say like this for 1500. This is one that you should probably just pick up just for good value. Now for 2000, you're looking at 40 packs, which is an expected number of 5 legendaries, which is again still worse value than getting these. So the question then becomes, how high value are the legendaries? So Anju is very good, I think. Now I will say, chill out for a little bit. Let people do their testing with this deck, see how good it is, if you are not interested in buying the deck purely for fun, or indeed it may end up not being any fun. I say just wait, let's see how the deck ends up being. But assuming it does end up being pretty good, Anju I see being obviously a very key part of the Anju deck. Solo Dual Dragonblade I am iffy on. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the best legendary. The 6-drop I think is quite good. The 7-drop is also quite good. Memoria is up in the air. I think it's very up in the air. I don't know how good this will be. I think it just needs to be played in the real world. Ethereal Giant is a good card, and Tree is a good card. So I'll say if you don't have a Tree deck already crafted, I mean, you're just getting all the legendaries you need as a bonus in this, so that's quite nice. Otherwise, how necessary are all of these legendaries to the Anju deck? Honestly, I have no idea. We'll find out. We'll see how the testing goes and people figure it out. Clearly, they are wanting you to play it in a swords-based deck, so you know we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll say in terms of just value, if you're purely looking to just get legendaries for dust or to like help complete your collection, this is great value, really. So yeah, go ahead and do it. If you're interested in playing the deck itself, though, hold off. Let's see how it ends up being. Absolutely, you can expect a video on it from me at some point in the future, in the hopefully near future. So again, the first one's 1500, the second one's 1700, the third one's 2000. And I believe that, to be fair, I haven't checked, they're all the same. I think it would be a little odd if they weren't all the same. I also think it's very funny that they've blurred out the Anju artwork, the Anju effects text. I think that's really funny. I have no idea why they've done that. Looks to be exactly the same. Yeah, okay. And I'll assume the last one's the same as well. So that is the update. I don't think I missed anything. So yeah, quite a surprisingly big update, really, with that, with the addition of One Day Arena and stuff. So yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Please comment any other content you would like me to make, any deck profiles or stuff like that, any showcases, and I'll see if I can get them done. And please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the summer, so I would very much appreciate it if you helped me reach my goal. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Cheers.